We just talked about the quota issue. We all know everyone students, probably a lot of Chinese students in the States, they're just around 21 years old. Can you explain a little bit about this 21-year-old issue?
Sure. So as part of the ep5 process, the definition of a family is defined as your mother, your father, and any children under 21 years of age. So what that means is if you're 21 and over, you cannot apply with your family. Mm-hmm. You can only apply on your own.
Right.
Which is something we had talked about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
The quota issue comes into play because at the time you submit your I-526 application, your age stops 20 years old at the time. Mm-hmm. Then you maintain your age at 20 while your application is pending.
Okay.
Now let's say 1 year later, USCIS says, okay, come to Guangzhou for the interview.
Right.
You go to the interview and your I-526 is approved. Once it's approved, then your age kicks in again. It starts again.
Oh, okay.
So at that time, you still, even though you've surpassed, let's say 21 now,
right.
Because during that 12 month, your age was suspended. During this time, you're still 20 when your 526 is approved.
Okay.
In the past, before the quota issue, you can get your visa, your green card, your conditional green card, within typically a week. It's very, very quick.
Very quick.
So even though your age has started again, it doesn't matter because from USCIS perspective, you're still under 21, and then you get your conditional green card, that's it, you go to the US.
Right.
The issue now is that because the quota is full, when your I-526 is approved, your age kicks in again, right?
Right.
But now there's a lag between the approval and the conditional.
You can actually go, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm. The concern is that if the wait is longer than a year, for example, by the time you get your conditional green card, legally you have passed 21 years old.
Right.
So then you can no longer qualify getting the green card, even though a year ago you had your 526 approved.
I understand that issue now.
Yeah, so that's the big issue. So if we've been advising our clients, if you have children that are getting close to that 21 years old age, you should apply immediately. Because at this point, we don't know, like I said earlier, what the lag time is between the 526 approval and the conditional green card. If it's less than a year, no issues.
Right.
But we don't know a year from now what that's going to look like.
Right. So if you are a student that are getting age close, you should apply either ahead or you probably have to be the main applicant.
Correct.
So that comes to a question too. As a main applicant, is there a minimum age requirements or anybody can be a main applicant?
That's a good question because clients have asked us this. Typically, if it's an applicant that is under 21, particularly if that applicant is less than 18, you can legally, that person can still be the lead applicant.
Right.
However, need permission from the parents because you're still underage to do this. And as long as you get the permission, you can do it. Now, it's not common, but we have been asked that question before.
All right. Well, so 18 and above, you're pretty safe to be a lead applicant. But if you are under 18, you probably have to get permissions from your parents.
Yes.
But if you are over 18, then you also need to consider if you want to apply as a family member with your parents, then you have to do fast.
Yes. Now, I think, and this leads to another comment I want to make because we do get asked a lot is, well, if let's say if I'm the son and I'm applying, I'm the lead applicant, can I bring my parents? And so the way it works in the US law is it doesn't go upwards.
Okay.
It only goes downwards. So parents don't count as your immediate family. You can only count yourself and your children.
All right, well, that's a very new concept to our Chinese students then. Because
Yes.
mainly we consider our parents within the family group.
Correct.
So that is a concept everybody needs to be a little bit aware of it
Yes.
too. And